Welcome to Tracking the Week. President Muhammadu Buhari departed Abuja for Accra on Tuesday to attend the third extraordinary session of the Assembly of Heads of State and Government of the Gulf of Guinea Commission (GGC), convened by President Nana Akufo-Addo of Ghana. According to a statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, the President is scheduled to participate and deliver remarks at the high-level discussion on strategies for strengthening peace and security in the fight against maritime-related crimes in the region. As immediate past chair of the Assembly, President Buhari had championed collective efforts by member states of the region, the Economic Community of Central African States, the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, the Gulf of Guinea Commission (GGC), and their partners to address and prevent piracy. In June 2019, Nigeria's National Assembly passed the Suppression of Piracy under the Maritime Offences Act 2019, which aims to prevent and suppress piracy, armed robbery, and other unlawful acts against a ship. Also on Monday, a group concerned Nigerian Network in Diaspora and Rebuild Nigeria movement worldwide has called on the federal government to urgently evacuate Nigerian citizens in crisis-torn Sudan. Ambassador James Iriboye, the president of the group, made the appeal in a statement in Abuja. Iriboye said that the call was imperative following the conflict between Sudan and South Sudan. He, however, condemned the economic situation of things in Nigeria, saying if things are working normally in the country, citizens will not have to look elsewhere for a better life or for education. According to him, why should Nigerian citizens travel abroad for greener pasture when the country is blessed with everything? On Tuesday, President Muhammadu Buhari in Accra, Ghana, identified regular meetings among the countries that make up the Gulf of Guinea Commission as a critical route towards achieving peace and security in the region. Speaking for the last time as Nigeria's president at the third extraordinary session of the Assembly of Heads of State and Government of the Gulf of Guinea Commission (GCC), taking place in the Ghanaian capital, President Buhari stressed that the theme of the session, building a safe, secure and prosperous Gulf of Guinea region for sustainable development, is quite apt and significant towards addressing the challenges in the region. According to him, member states must remain committed to the regular GGC summits and extraordinary sessions and use the deep-seated fundamental platforms to essentially continue to work out key modalities that could afford them the opportunity to discuss, identify, support strategies, and develop capacities to achieve peace, security, and prosperity in the Gulf of Guinea region. Also on Tuesday, the First Lady Aisha Buhari expressed gratitude to Nigerian women, members of the diplomatic community and partners for support and cooperation she received as a mother of the nation. Aisha Buhari said this when she hosted members of the diplomatic community and some Nigerian women to commemorate the end of 2023 Ramadan period in Abuja. She also used the occasion to appreciate development partners, wife of governors and service chiefs for their support to the success of our Aisha Buhari Foundation. She said, "It is your valuable contributions that have made our transitional journey easier, smoother and productive. I thank Almighty Allah for the success. I assure you that the love, confidence and trust you invested in me and my foundation will continuously impact on the lives of many Nigerians." While commending members of the diplomatic corps for the cordial working relationship accorded her in the last 8 years, the First Lady urged them to extend same to the incoming administration. Various speakers took turns to express their appreciation of the First Lady for her steadfastness towards opposing the cause of women and children in Nigeria. On Wednesday, President Muhammadu Buhari sworn in 6 new permanent secretaries of the Civil Service of the Federation. They took their oath of allegiance and office before the commencement of the weekly meeting of the Federal Executive Council in the Presidential Villa in Abuja. The newly appointed permanent secretaries are Mahmoud Kambiri from Borno, Isubana Ansange from Cross River, Lamuwa Ibrahim from Gombe, and Yakubu Kofa Mata from Kano, among others. The appointees, while fielding questions from journalists, expressed readiness to deliver on their responsibility for the good of Nigeria. President Buhari, since the inception of the administration on May 29, 2015, has sworn in 92 federal permanent secretaries. Those present at the ceremony include Bas Mustafa, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemieson, the Head of Civil Service of the Federation, ministers, and some presidential aides. Still on Wednesday, the All Progressive Congress candidate in the Adamawa governorship election, Senator Aisha Dahiru Ahmed, popularly called Binani, withdrew the suit filed against the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). It was reported that the APC candidate had prayed the court for judicial review of the decision by INEC to reverse her earlier announcement as winner of the poll by the state's resident electoral commissioner, Udu Yunisahari. Binani's counsel, Mohammed Sharif, upon resumed hearing in the matter, told Justice Inyang of the Federal High Court, Abuja, that a notice of discontinuance had been filed to that effect and urged the court to strike out the case. Justice Eko reminded Sharif that an order was given in the last urgent date, directing him to address the court on whether the court had the jurisdiction to entertain the case or not. The lawyer will inform the court that a lot of issues had come up between the last date of adjournment and that day, begged for an order striking out the suit. The judge, however, added that since Sharif had failed to go by the order of the court, the appropriate thing to do was to dismiss the matter. On Thursday, the National Economic Council in Abuja said it had agreed that petrol subsidy should not be removed as earlier planned for June 2023. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, disclosed this to State House correspondent shortly after the valedictory council meeting presided over by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo at the council chambers of the presidential villa as the last meeting of the National Economic Council as the current administration was winding up activities at the State House Abuja. Ahmed said the council agreed on the need for continued discussion on the issue, adding that the federal government, together with state and representatives of the incoming administration, required more preparatory work. She said council agreed that the timing of removal of fuel subsidy should not be now, but we should continue with all the preparatory work that needs to be done and works that need to be done, and that this preparatory has to be done in consultation with the states and other key stakeholders, including representatives of the incoming administration. Still on Thursday, the Supreme Court of Nigeria granted leave to the federal government to bring 9 new grounds of appeal against the release of pro-Biafra agitator Nnamdi Kanu. A 5-member panel led by Justice John Okoro granted the leave while ruling on the motion by the Council to government to include the 9 new grounds as part of his amended notice of appeal dated October 28, 2022. At the resumed hearing, Counsel to Nnamdi Kanu Michael Zekome informed the court of his motions seeking for bail for his client and another seeking for his transfer to the Kuje Correctional Facility to get proper medical attention, citing his failing health at DSS custody. He also prayed for an accelerated hearing of the matter. Speaking on the motion for transfer of Kanu out of custody of the DSS, the counsel to the federal government prayed for an adjournment to file a counter affidavit, stating that he just took over the matter. It seems the hearing of the motion, particularly that seeking transfer of Nnamdi Kanu, may likely delay hearing of the main suit. The court advised Zekome to withdraw the pending motions and enable him focus on the main appeal. The court subsequently fixed May 11 for hearing on the motion and the main appeal. On Friday, President Muhammadu Buhari flagged off the construction of the Ogoni Power Project, expressing confidence that the project, upon completion, will spur socio-economic development of Ogoni land, create job opportunities for artisans, and enhance entrepreneurial growth. The president virtually participated in the groundbreaking of the Center of Excellence for Environmental Restoration and the Ogoni 100-bed specialist hospital, performed on his behalf by the Minister of Environment, Mohammed Abdullahi, at Uiya Accra Canal Local Government Area, Rivers State on Friday. On the power project, the president noted that it will bring sustainability to the potable water schemes, livelihood program, and Center of Excellence for Environmental Restoration and the Specialist Hospital project being undertaken by the Hydrocarbon Pollution Remediation Project. On the benefits to Ogoni Specialist Hospital, the president said it will bring succor to those who have over time been exposed to hydrocarbon pollution and other ailments associated with environmental pollution in society. He urged the Ogoni community to cooperate with the Federal Ministry of Environment, IPREP, and the companies handling the execution of the project. The president also disclosed the approval of the rehabilitation of Ogoni axis of the east-west road, where the Bodo-Bani road opens and links to and serves as a gateway to the oil and gas-free zone Hon. He said, President Buhari told the gathering that countries have been approved for the next phase of remediation of sites, the training of 5,000 Ogoni people in sustainable livelihood skills, and the engagement of 500 Ogoni youth as environmental vanguards. Lastly, on Friday, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board said about 947,000 candidates had so far sat for this year's Unified Tertiary Matriculation examinations within the last 2 days. Heads of Public Affairs and Protocol of the Board, Fabian Benjamin, made the disclosure after monitoring the ongoing UTME alongside the Registrar of JAMB, Professor Aisha and others in Abuja. Fabian was assured that everyone registered for the exam will be given the opportunity to take part in the exercise, said the board has resolved the technical issues that were experienced on the first day of the UTME in some centers across the country. He urged candidates, especially those who could not sit for the exercise, to continue to check their profile and print their slip, as the board has rescheduled them for the examination. On the number of candidates that have encountered technical issues in the sitting for the examination, he said in the last 2 days, excluding Friday, they had examined 947,000 candidates. Out of the candidates, the board had issued with about 60,000 candidates, and the candidates are being rescheduled for the exam. Record that over 1.5 million registered for the 2023 UTME, which commenced on April 25 and is expected to end on May 3rd, 2023. And that's it from Track and the Week.